This will serve as the backdrop for Pink Salt Complete Part 2. Why do I do what I do? It's for those with an ear to hear and to give an account for what I'm doing with what the Most High has blessed me with. So this breakdown may be a blessing to you and yours. So please share this, of course, because given the nature of the topics that I discuss and I'm about to present, only those really seeking the content will be able to see it, because these platforms naturally will not promote this sort of content. So let's talk salt. Saline is actually one of the first things they give you when you're sick, when you end up in the hospital. When I was learning from my teacher, he used to teach us that after people were worked on energetically with the scale of technology, sodium would be one of the things that they test for needing. And so when I work with people, I evaluate them, and just about everybody I work with always energy test as needing more sodium. So it's been well documented, the more sodium you consume, the better your blood pressure is. Now, when I'm saying sodium, we're talking the real salt here. You see, this book is a backdrop. Please investigate. So a long time ago, salt was so valuable that it was also used as a trade. It was used in trade as a currency. And keep in mind, salt used to preserve meats, right, before refrigeration. So that should tell you, if salt can preserve meat, what can it do for you? i.e., it helps preserve your life. So real salt, of course, will help reduce your risk of heart attacks and strokes. Your kidneys require salt to work, and you have what's called a sodium-potassium pump. So low sodium makes you retain more water, and it will help to raise blood pressure by thickening the blood. The medication people are using, called dietetics, I think, it's a patented form of salt, of course, synthetic, and it actually forces your kidneys to do what real salt does. That's why I use grass-fed beef kidney with people often, because it helps to support the kidneys, and also for when people are on medications. Tart cherry, again, as well, is great for the kidney health. All ACE inhibitor drugs are actually snake venom. Look this up. They're derived to paralyze the muscles. Venom drugs are also found in all of these popular weight loss drugs that people are taking. It is paralyzing people's stomachs. Again, don't take my word for it, just look it up. So, of course, the snake venom drugs promote the big C. So now for some basic biology, right? Stress is definitely the #1 toxin. As you can see, it plays a role for all of these various diseases. So you're looking at these 2 books, which I've spoken about before. I highly recommend people acquire them and educate themselves. But what's happening, most people are suffering adrenal fatigue. There are products that are called adrenal cocktails that you can purchase, and they tend to always have real sodium. Sodium really feeds the adrenals, not just the kidneys. So it's very important to consume the really good sodium. And these books, as I said, great reference source for you to educate yourself further how your body works. The better you can help support the stress response and neutralize toxic stress, the better your health. Stress is ravaging people's health, our mental health, our physical health. This is exactly why it's indicated as one of the top killers, yet somehow when we go see professionals, we are not screened for it, nor taught how to better deal with it. And so finally, I want to demonstrate my protocol of how I'm using this. Now, of course, this is great to cook with, as previously mentioned, very good. But this one, because it has the botanicals, and now you're dealing with real vitamin C and other things, this would replace your electrolyte product. So every morning I have 1/4 of a teaspoon of this. As you can see, I'm about to be on my next bottle of this. This right here, right? This apple cider vinegar tastes amazing. So this helps prepare me and prepare the hydrochloric acid in my stomach, because when we get older, we make less hydrochloric acid, and to stabilize blood sugar. And I went through my library of things. This is the #1 thing I find that amplifies this. You can get it as capsules, but this is called Sugar Destroyer. Do your homework on this product. Amazing. So when you have a sweet tooth, for example, if you reach for these 2 things, it will help neutralize the sweet tooth. We're starving for minerals, not toxic sugar. And then, of course, this is another gem. I find most of the products from Europe tend to test great. This olive oil is amazing. You can have a little bit with every meal. The one caveat, thanks to another tester mentioned to me, we must make sure you can emulsify your fats. I find everyone can emulsify coconut oil, But for the most part, some people, if you got gallbladder issues, you can emulsify this. So then a trick is take this with, say, good ox bile or digestive enzymes, or even like cayenne pepper will help you to better absorb and break this down. Amazing, again, for blood sugar, amazing for brain health. So this I have a little bit with every meal. You can also get something like this as a capsule. But this throughout the day, even between meals, because a lot of people are dealing with blood sugar issues, and that's the thickening of the blood. Get yourself saturated with salt. It also will give you more energy. A lot of people are dealing with headaches throughout the day. Salt, your way to health, as the name of Dr. Delacanto's book is called. Check out that lecture, as previously mentioned. And I just wanted to demonstrate for people, this is my protocol. A few capfuls of this and some purified water, 1/4 of a teaspoon of this. This I cook with. This, as I said, I don't cook with. Then I even add a little bit of this because it helps amplify this. This also will help suppress the appetite. And again, great for heart health, great for brain health. Olive oil and coconut oil are two of the best plant-based oils for brain health. And as I said, most people, if you can't, especially men, I find if you're struggling to emulsify your fats, you're going to need a little cayenne pepper or something to really get the benefits of the olive oil. So here's the books. I hope this presentation may be a blessing to you. As I said, if you've made it through the whole way, can't say enough about this. Actually, lastly, I find this will replace products even potentially like Shilajit, a lot of mineral products. Again, has the whole food C, which means it feeds the brain and feeds the adrenals. Very, very important. We must target and feed our brain, keep our brain stabilized, because when our brain is very stressed, that's part of the stress eating, the garbage eating, and the brain will steal to keep you alive because of what the brain is responsible for. The brain will downregulate and steal nutrition from other areas of the body. So keep the brain saturated with key things that it needs, so then it stops stealing from the body. And definitely check out these books.